Anybody ever had a pet turtle before? Anybody ever been attacked by a killer mutant turtle? Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's too bad. Oh man, a lot of you have. A lot of killer mutant turtles around here. So, this is a story of how Turtle got cracks in his shell. Long ago, Turtle had no cracks in his shell at all. It was like a nice shiny bowl that he carried around his back. And Turtle loved to talk. He could talk all day long. I love to talk. I love to find out how people are doing. I'm doing well. How are you doing? You're doing well. That's great. I'm fine. I'm wonderful. I'm super. In fact, I've never been better. Have you ever been better? I've never been better. How's your family? Is your family doing well? My family is doing great. Now, Turtle had two friends who were geese, and they said, listen, we're tired of you talking all the time. I'm not talking all the time. I don't talk that much. I don't talk that much at all. In fact, I can be quiet as much as I want to. Oh, yeah? Well, sometimes, they said, you need to learn to keep your big mouth shut. How'd you know that? Have you all heard this story before? And Turtle said, I keep my mouth shut. I won't say a single thing. I'll be completely quiet. I won't say mum's the word for me, boys. I'll be silent. I won't say another thing ever. That's it. Big mouth shut. I will. I won't say anything else. I'll be totally quiet. You won't even know I'm here. You won't hear me. You won't see me. I'll be invisible. I won't say, that's enough. I'll be quiet. Look, Turtle, is your favorite thing to do in the world to talk? No, I like to travel. I want to go to the city. I want to smell the smells of the city, see the sights of the city, hear the sounds of the city, touch the things of the city. I want to go to the city. They held his mouth shut. And then his two friends, the geese, had an idea. They talked it over amongst themselves. They came back. All right, we'll take you to the city. We'll take a stick and hold it between our beaks. You hold on with your mouth in the middle. We'll fly you up over the jungle, over the mountains, over the desert. Take you all the way to the city. But if you let go with your mouth, you'll fall all the way down. You have to remember to keep your big mouth shut. I can keep my mouth shut. I won't say anything else. I'll be completely like a... Oh. Two geese flew up into the air, carrying Turtle. He was holding on that stick right in the middle. They flew up over the trees. Turtle had never been so high. He had never been high at all because he had been on the ground his whole life. He couldn't believe how beautiful it was. They flew up near a cloud. Turtle was amazed. He could see all the way to the horizon, mountains, rivers. He wanted to say, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen anything cooler. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. This is amazing. This is grand. This is fabulous. But he didn't. He didn't say anything. He remembered to keep his big mouth shut. And as they came closer to the city, he wanted to say more than anything else how thankful he was to geese, how thankful he was to be up so high, how wonderful it was to fly over the desert, but he didn't, for fear that if he did, whoop, he'd fall all the way down. And so he remembered to keep his big mouth shut. But as they came near the city, there were two kids watching, and they saw these geese flying, stick in their mouth, and there in the middle was a turtle. They had never seen anything as ridiculous and silly as that. Look at that silly turtle, they said. And Turtle said, I'm not silly. Uh-oh. Ow. Good thing for Turtle, he had that shell over his back. He fell on the shell, and the shell protected him, but the shell cracked in a lot of pieces. And so, ever since then, Turtle has had cracks in the back of his shell. And you'll also notice, Turtle has learned his lesson. He's very quiet. Hardly ever says a word, because he's learned that sometimes the best thing you can do is to keep your big